is up, and how are you doing? This is episode 8 of Andy and Billy's Adventures. We are locked in on this windy and wonderful and very wet Wednesday. Andy, how are we feeling today?
Good, Billy. Feeling great, even though it's the worst day of the week.
Why is it the worst day of the week?
Because it's like halfway through, but you know, you still got a few more days left.
I love me some hump day, man, because once you're over the hump in anything in life, you just tell yourself, I just got through the first half of it. All I got to do is the exact same thing again. I just got to do what I just did. That's my mentality for running, especially too. Like if you're running, let's say you're running 5 miles and you get to that 2.5 mile mark, all you got to tell yourself is, I just ran 2.5 miles. I just got to do the same thing all over again. Why can't I do it? Oh, wait, I can. Duh. That is the trick that will get you to the next level. But here today on the episode, on this YouTube clip, we're going to do something a little bit different. We want you to get to know us a little bit better, so we're going to be taking the time to ask each other some questions, maybe some personal questions, maybe some fun, outgoing, and silly questions, and we're going to give you some detailed and honest answers. Andy, how does that sound?
Great, let's kick it off.
I think we should do what he said. Okay, Andy, my first question to you is, what are you best at? Tell me something that you are really, really good at. I need to hear this. I want you to be open and honest. Let's hear it. What are you really good at?
I'm really good at getting someone to do something for me.
Give me an example.
Like, I can't use this one, so I'll change it. I'm good at someone coming out of their way for me to do something, even though I know it's out of their comfort zone. So, like, going to a Broadway musical with me, it's out of someone's comfort zone if they don't like it.
So you're telling me that if someone doesn't like going to a Broadway show, you could easily convince them to join you?
Yes.
I love Broadway, so it won't take me much convincing, but I'm going to hold you to this challenge. I want you to find something that I might not like, might not love, and I want you to drag my butt there. That is your challenge for the rest of this calendar year, and we will update the vlog on if you can complete this challenge. How does that sound?
Sounds good.
Think of something crazy, bro.
Oh, I got it.
Oh, you got me? All right, I'm ready to go.
I got it in the bag already.
All right, I'm waiting on it. I'm ready for it. Freaking bring it. Okay, Andy, it is your time to ask me a question.
When did you know you were like, I really think this guy is fun? What stood out to you about me when you first met me?
Oh, that's a great question. I would love to answer that. Andy, I think what stood out immediately was your interest, your curiosity. You were so persistent on asking the right questions, finding out information, and you genuinely care about who I am, what's happening, what the surroundings are looking like, and you're just phenomenal at making those connections. A lot of people love talking about themselves. A lot of people love just bringing up things that they're doing. And you should be very proud of what you're up to and what's happening with your own personal life. But if you want to make really deep connections with people, you got to take the time to ask them about what they're doing. Learn about what is going on in their life. And from the beginning, all you've done was ask about me, what I'm up to, what my visions are, what my plans are, what I want out of life, and you've just been so curious overall in general about me as a person. So I think that is a personality trait that not a lot of people possess, and you definitely are amazing at showing that you care about other people. And I think that's why you're able to attract great people, because wonderful people love asking the right questions and having real conversations and real connections. So that's why you stood out to me well above most people. And I say that with all due respect. So thank you for asking the right questions and for just being you wholeheartedly.
All right, thank you, Bill.
All right, it's my turn to ask Andy with the candy a question. And Andy, my question to you is, what is something that you need to work on? We all are a work in progress. We're all striving to be better in certain areas of life. So Andy, I propose the question again. What is something that you need to work on? What are you striving to get better at, my friend?
To be more involved with children, to help them out, and just be patient with myself and be real with myself.
Now, when you say you want to help kids, that's right up my alley, bro, because if it's not for the kids, it's not for me. It's all about helping that next generation. So how do you particularly want to help these youngsters? What do you want to do?
I want to share my background of journalism, performing arts, creativity with them. And that's it. That's all I can say for right now.
This guy's got one hell of a background, and he's got one hell of a mindset when it comes to growth and getting after it. So if you're a kid out here watching this YouTube video and you want to make a positive connection, look no further than Andrew Himothy O'Rourke.
So someone told me the other day, Billy, you knew I was going to be your best friend from a way I was acting. Can you go into more detail about that?
You talking about the FaceTime?
Yes.
When you FaceTime me?
Yes.
All right, so this is when I knew Andy and I were definitely, this freaking camera. This is when I knew that Andy and I were gonna be super tight. This is when I knew this guy was my guy. It was after a long night of Legacy League basketball last summer, summer 23, and I'm getting in my car, I'm getting ready to go home, and I get this FaceTime from Andy O'Rourke, and I'm like, all right, it's 9 o'clock, 9:30 at night. What the heck is this guy up to? It's like a Thursday night. I pick up the phone, and this guy is sauced. I will say it. He was having himself the time of his life. He was at a wedding reception rehearsal party. I guess he was going to a family wedding the next day, and this was the rehearsal dinner. And this guy was definitely boozing. He was definitely locked in. Look at this guy. He knows it too. He was having a great time with his family. And he was singing. He was hooting and hollering. He was asking me some crazy questions. He was answering anything that I asked him. And I was like, this guy gets down. This guy knows how to have a good time. This guy knows how to hit him with the positivity. He knows how to be the life of the party. And I love being around guys and gals who really bring that energy wherever they go. And even though he was a little tipsy, a little drunk, we had a really meaningful and impactful conversation. I don't know how he was able to do that because he was really loving it. But like always, we were singing songs, We were jamming out. I was uttering a bunch of nonsense to kind of lean into his craziness in the moment. But regardless of all the tomfoolery, after that phone call, I was driving back home and I was like, I think this guy might be my guy. I think this guy might be my dog. And now we fast forward to about, let's say, almost a year later, close to a year. And I was right. This guy's my guy. This guy is my dog. How you like that, Andy?
I love that answer. And for the record, I was just having a good time. I don't partake in that alcohol anymore. I am sober for 2 months now, thanks to Billy.
Telling you right now, if you are trying to positively change your life, if you're trying to ditch things that do not help you elevate, and you're trying to look for new ways to better yourself, benefit yourself, the number one thing to kick out of anything, everyone has a different life, everybody does it their own way, but if you're struggling and if you're trying to get healthier mentally and physically, deleting alcohol is the secret. Not a lot of people can even think to do that. But if you can somehow kick it, limit it, your life will be better than you could ever imagine. Everything is so freaking clear. I'm proud of you, bro. You can have booze one of these days when it's time to celebrate, but when there's nothing to really celebrate, just be smart because you don't need it. Just gonna keep setting you back. You're gonna go through the spins. You're gonna drunk eat. You're gonna wake up late and you're gonna hate your life and you're gonna spiral into the next day and you're gonna have to recover and your head's gonna hurt and you're gonna waste time and fall behind. Right, Andy?
Right, Billy.
All right, Andy, last question from me here on this episode. We've been locked in for quite some time together. It's been several months overall of us having this connect, having this bromance. So I'm here to ask you, what is something that you learned from me over the past year or so? What is something I either taught you or something that you picked up on? What is your biggest takeaway? Why don't you answer that like the pro that you are?
The biggest takeaway is just to live your life. Don't let anybody stop you. Don't let the haters talk their stuff. Just do your life, and you've taught me how to be a better person, and more open-minded, and not to worry, which I love that about you.
Beautiful words, bro. Absolutely fantastic. I'm so grateful that you pick up on all the positivity, especially the main key component here. We don't care about the haters, man. Like we said before, the haters are your marketing team, and they're working for you for free. You can't ever go about your life doing things and not doing things just because you're afraid of what people are going to say, think, and do about it. Because the reality is, no one's really going to even say anything to your face. They're not. Everyone's afraid. No one's going to say anything negative to you. They might say negative things to other people, but you don't even know what they're saying. So why would you think about bad things they're saying when you don't even know if they're even saying anything bad? And if they are saying anything bad, it's just getting your name and your brand and your whole deal out there more and more and more. So now more people know who you are, more people know what you're up to, and you're in more conversations in different people's living rooms, kitchens, events, you name it. So we thank the haters and we are very grateful for them. And I am very grateful that you are appreciative of those said people, the haters. You are locked in, Andy.
So are you, Billy.
All right, Andy, last question from you. Hit me!
I'll hit you with your best shot. Fire away.
Hit it up, boom!
What are you most excited for as we near our 1 year of just hanging out with each other?
Oh, the dog is fired up. I am stoked, bro. What I am most excited for is you, Andy. I'm excited for where you're going to go because right now you are growing at an uncontrollable level. Here we are making vlogs every single week. We're making TikToks, Instagram content, and I know for a fact you've wanted to be more creative. You've wanted to speak more on camera. You've wanted to develop yourself more as a personality. And I've been seeing that every single week because you come up with ideas. You push me to take the camera out. You're always making sure that we're vlogging and creating and doing whatever we want to do. And along with that, your mindset has just become laser, bro. Anxiety can ruin all of us. Every single person on the planet has anxiety and deals with it to some extent. I know that you have it and you have fought your own battles, but in the past couple weeks, the past several months, you have been so good at taking action, which then alleviates the anxiety, and you've been able to think more about what's happening now and what is actually real, rather than just letting your demon thoughts take over, which is something that happens to all of us to a different extreme at different times in life. But right here, right now, you, Andy, have been a beast at being here and cutting out all that nonsensical activity that goes on up top. So I'm very excited for you to create more content, build yourself up as that positive influence on camera in the community, all while working on that locked in lifestyle mentality. Is that a way to close it up or what, bro?
Bonus.
Boom, baby. That is just what we do. We love you so much for watching. Thank you for tuning in on our YouTube channel. We're going to continue on with this segment at a later date, at a later time. We love asking each other these types of questions, and we want you to know a little bit more about us, and we want to share our progress a little bit with you. Obviously, I'm doing a lot of great talking for Andy and his progress because he's really just skyrocketed in the past several months, in the past few weeks, and I couldn't be more proud of this guy. So if you have any questions for us,
Hit us up.
leave us a comment. Yeah, show us something in the DM, follow us, and connect with us if you want to ask us anything personally. We will be happy to answer. Andy, any closing remarks?
Yes. Just follow us because I will drag him to something.
Yeah, that's the big challenge. The challenge of the year is Andy has to drag me to something that's apparently out of my comfort zone. So if anybody has ideas for that, shoot them our way, but I think Andy will definitely come up with something good, right?
I have it already cooking.
Oh, Andy in the kitchen, wrist twisting like a stir fry. He's cooking. Let Andy cook. Woo, let's go. Cook it up, baby. We love you, and we will see you on the next episode. Peace.
Peace. Bye.
Peace.
Peace.